Welcome back to my channel. So I've been playing around with Cyanotype again, but this time I tried something a little bit different. I picked up a few pebbles from the studio garden and coated them with a layer of gesso to see if I could make a cyanotype print onto the surface. Then I used plants from the studio garden to create the images. This is a bit of an experiment, but I was quite pleased with the results in the end. First of all, you're going to need some kind of cyanotype kit. I use the one from Jacquard. You'll need a sponge brush to put the mixture onto the pebbles. You're going to need something to mix part A and B into, such as an old cup or a bowl, as well as a lid to keep the mixture safe from the light. I would recommend using an old plastic bag or plastic sheet to cover your table. This will stain. You also need some gesso and a brush to apply the gesso onto your pebbles, some pebbles of course, some cling wrap, as well as some natural materials. Here's my studio shop, and I've got this window here, and if you can see outside you can see this lovely maple tree, and I can see that it's close enough to hello. I can see it's close enough to grab a few leaves. So I'm going to do that. Thank you. Thank you, tree. It's about to get cut anyway by the landlord, so it's actually crazily big, but it's a nice view from my studio. You can see it's so green out there. I've left this until the last minute because we're going to mix the cyanotype solution now. I'm only going to do a really small amount because you need to use it before the light hits it. and I don't want to expose it more than I need to. So I'm just going to give it a little shake because it's been sitting a few months in my cupboard. So when you first get this kit, make sure you follow the instructions to activate it. I think I had to wait 24 hours after I activated it before I could use it. So, but then it just stays for months in the bottle. I always keep mine in a closed cupboard. So I'm going to do equal amounts. I'm doing 1 cap of one, and so that was B, and 1 cap of A. Just equal amounts. I'm doing 1 cap, 1 cap. Okay, and then I'll give it a mix, and then I'll apply it to my, giving it a mix. I've got 1 tiny leaf. I think I could do a smaller one than that actually. What about this one? Like that. There. And I'm going to do a fern on that one. And I'm going to do this one on this one. So I've got 3 different plants, 3 different pebbles. Let's see. I'm also going to wrap each one in a bit of cling film, a bit of saran wrap, or what do you call it? Plastic wrap. Different things in different parts of the world. So I'm going to cyanotype the gesso. Okay. Now I wonder if this is going to work. Maybe not. Looks like it's not soaking in. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's just do it. Put 1 on each of them. And then I'm going to saran wrap to make it flat. And try not to make any creases because you will see them. Okay. And then hopefully this will work. Maybe, maybe not. I'm thinking I might have to do it at night and let it dry overnight and then do it the next morning, expose it the next morning. This is not quite working today, but it's all right. Okay. Now, it's not that cheap to buy the kit, so I'm going to try and save some of this. Okay, I'm going to save it. Put it on here. Hope that I can save it. Who knows what is going to work? Who knows? So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put that, this is just normal rice paper, I'm just going to go and put that somewhere dark. So I just got these out of the sun and it looks like not much has happened to them. So let's just do them one at a time. Let's have a look. See. The only way we'll know is by. Kind of pretty though. Yeah. I'm going to let that rinse. And this one. It is developing. So, yeah. They are developing. It's going bluer as the water's hitting it, so that's quite nice. Yeah, like that. Just do its magic. And again, I think it would have been better if I'd have let this dry. It's still quite pretty though. It's still pretty. As time is going on, you can see more of the definition going on, so that's quite nice. Dry naturally, but not a failure. Not as dark as I hoped, but for a first go, quite nice. And that's how the Cyanotype pebbles turned out. I loved how this Cyanotype and the gesso interacted and made a beautiful silhouette of the plants. And I'd love to know in the comments if you have cyanotyped on something unusual before, such as feathers or maybe fabric, and let me know how it went. See you next time.